Hey guys, thank you for checking out our video. My name's Sean Elders. This is Pinnacle Combat Arts. Like, subscribe, comment down below, hit the bell so you can be notified every time we get a new video. Today we're going to be talking about identifying openings. Let's get started. Identifying openings. So last time we talked about identifying attacks. You need to go and look at that first. Okay, you need to spend time studying that and breaking that down into each part. Okay, then you get into identifying openings. So think about it. The last time you were sparring or you were doing anything with a training partner where you were going live motion, not doing just techniques in front of each other, okay, but actual sparring. What happens is that when you're sparring, you have to learn how to identify openings, not just while it's happening. Because if you identify the opening when it's revealed to you, you're never going to get to it. Okay, you only identify openings when you know how body mechanics work and know where the body is going to go next. Okay, you got to think of this like a chess match. If I do this, they're going to do that. Okay. And so this has everything to do with learning about body mechanics. So for instance, when Lennon comes out, he throws the jab at the camera, okay? Where is he open right now, okay? He's open here and on this side, okay? Now, if he has that shoulder up, he's able to close off at least getting some of that jawline cut into, because the jawline, that's where a lot of the knockouts happen. You get hit on the jaw, get knocked out, okay? So when we're looking at it, when he puts that cross out, same thing. He's open in this section here, and he's open right here, okay? And so when he throws the hook, puts that hook out, okay? Go through just a little bit into the target. He's open here, and he's open right here, okay? He throws the hook with the other hand, puts that hook out, and he's open right here, and he's open right here, okay? And so uppercuts. Now, this is why we have to practice doing uppercuts properly. This is the important part, because one of the biggest issues that most people do is do the uppercut incorrectly. Like how most people, you even see pro fighters do it this way. They do an uppercut like this. You see how wide they are? They're here and here, they're open here. Now do it the way that I teach it, and the way that it's done properly. When I'm here like this, now everything is closed off. It's harder to get to the structure. He's closer to the issue is that a lot of times they're too close. They're not close enough to their opponent to actually do an uppercut properly. You have to get in the right range to do an uppercut. So that's another subject. But he does the uppercut on the other side, here and here. See, it's closed off. Now do it the way most people do it. Wide open, just like this. The reason is because people are afraid to get too close to their opponent to give them what they need to get. Okay, here and here, this is all open. See, even over here is open. Okay, but when you do your uppercuts properly, you close a lot of that off. Okay, just like when people do regular hooks, do the real wide hook like a lot of people like to do. They do this. Okay, even this is hands down here, so their whole head is open. Okay, now do it the way that it's supposed to be done. Okay, we close this off. This closes off. This is all closed off. Yeah, you guys are going to be in the comments going, high guard, oh, high guard. High guard works, okay? It works. Proof is in the pudding. We can show it to you, okay? Up here and here, all that's important. As soon as you get in close, you need to have a high guard, okay? And it's important. You watch Mayweather or anybody else that's really good, it's the closer they get into their opponent, the higher their guard gets. Now we go and do low jab, okay? Low jab. So he's doing the jab like this. Now do the low jab the way most people do the low jab. Yeah, his hands are down, all this stuff like that. All right, good. So learning how to identify those movements. Do a low hook to the body. Okay, boom. Okay, just like that. Now show me the way most people do the low hook. Yep, just like that. So see how open they are? That's when you see a lot of times they go like this, ba 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 ba, like they deal with that hook, and then they're going like this to their head because They're closed. They're not closed off. They do it properly. Okay, so now the hands are up high, the shoulders up high, the body drops down low. A lot of times, let me show you this too. One of the mistakes that you see going to stand in position. A lot of times what you'll see too is this. You'll see that. See that? See how, look how wide I am. Look how my hand's down like that. Or if I do it on this side, this is the way they go like this. This is how they throw that low hook to the body. I'm wide open. I'm wide open. That's not the way you do it. What you do is you take your body there, okay, and your guard stays strong. So when I get here, I'm going to drop down and my hands are up, and then I'm going to pop that shot right here and bring it back. See, the least amount of space here. My body's in tight instead of doing this like that, okay? That's important, okay? So now you learn what the positions are. Every time somebody throws an attack, okay, they're open, okay? When they're in guard, the thing I'm trying to teach you guys about is how do you most people when they fight like this. Their hands are down like this and you're wide open, okay? And so when they're standing, you'll watch a lot of people that'll stand like this, their hands are down, and they can hit each other in the face because guess what? If your hands are down here, guess what? It takes more time, it takes more energy to bring your hands up to defend. Of course you could slip. Of course you could do that. That's important. Okay? And that's good. And you need to make sure that you could slip and be effective at slipping, ducking, bobbing, and weaving. Okay? But if my hands are up and I'm in close like this, I want to have my hands in tight like that. Okay? Because then my hands can go out and they can come back in. And they're able to stay protected. Okay? So there's a lot of little lessons inside of this besides just learning how to identify the openings. Okay? So what I like to do is when he throws that jab, I'm gonna slip and then I'm gonna practice making sure that I can do body shots. So when he does that slip up, I can slip off this jab and I can do a body shot here. Okay, and when I do that, I want to make sure my shoulder's up. Okay, and this time what I'm doing is I'm doing what they call a bend over. Okay, one here, boom, just like this. I'm gonna be monitoring that other hand. Okay, and a lot of times when we go like this, I go like that, and then I want to step out and I want to rotate and fire off another attack. I can also slip and do a body shot real quick, just like that. But I have to make sure that I'm in the right range to do that, okay? What does that mean? That means that I can't do it here. I can't move off and be this far away and do a body shot. I have to lean at a diagonal off center and then hit him and give him that rib shot, okay? Throws across, same thing. Boom, I go right into that body shot, just like that, okay? A lot of people, what they do is they go like this. When he throws that cross, they extend themselves out, and now they're set up to get hit with that hook, okay? That lead hook, and you don't want that, okay? So you take your body there. So when you practice doing these slips, you slip off, and you shoot in. You slip off, and you shoot in. You slip off at a diagonal forward, not to the side, okay? And so this is something that you'll do, and you just practice with your partner how to identify those movements, okay? What I also call it is what they call flashing, okay? Flashing means that if something opens up, let's say it's a piece of skin, okay? If I go like this, if he throws a punch, okay, and I open this up, the flashing is here. These are the openings. Those are the flashings. If I do it with the focus mitt, the flashing is I flash the focus mitt at them. Okay, but I call it flashing because the skin will flash what's open. Okay, so you have your gloves or you have your fist. The flashing is the opening, and so you have to think about that. So every time you watch, what you can do is you can get yourself on video. You can video yourself throwing punches at the video, and then you can practice countering those combinations on the TV. So you video yourself doing it, and then you put it on TV, and then you do it. And Paul Vunak, he's the one he's the one that thought of that idea, genius idea of videoing. It's called he called it back in the day. It was back in the VHS days, and he did what they call interactive training, where you literally video yourself. He videoed himself throwing punches, and then you practiced doing that in the video. It's genius. It's genius when you have a training partner at that time, or when you want to do extra training on yourself, solo training, and you're getting those repetitions and you're getting used to practicing, and those combinations need to be unpredictable. They don't need to be the same combination every single time unless you want to isolate one combination at a time and practice hitting those openings every single time, or slipping and then countering with those movements. But the idea is that when he throws that jab, I have something that I can go for. Throws that cross, I can do the cross on him. So you can do cross to cross or jab to jab. You can also slip and uppercut. Boom, slip and uppercut, but I'm using my body to get there. Same thing with when he gives me that jab, I slip the jab and I hook to the head. Okay, it may be to the top of the head, okay, more closer to up here, but it's still better. When he does that cross, I slip and I come off and I hit him there, you see? And with a training partner, what you can do is you can just practice. If you want to put a little impact in it, when I go here and he gives me that jab, I slip it and boom, I go to the shoulder. I slip the other side, boom, I go to the shoulder, and I make sure that my structure is always good, because I want to. So when you think about identifying openings, you also want to think about yourself, okay, as well when you're doing this. The more closed off your guard is, the tighter your guard is, the more you're able to move and bring your hands back, what I call back home, the better you're going to be, okay? And so we have the jab, the cross, the hooks, okay? When he does that hook, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to dip out. And of course, I got that midsection that I want to get. So you could do an exercise and drill where he just hooks on one side, I hit the body, does the other side, boom, and I just go back and forth, just like that, boom, boom, boom. Now what's going to happen is when you throw that jab, he's going to see the opening, okay? So he's going to hit, and then he'll go right into a combination, just like that, yep. So we're just going to practice that by itself. Yep. Yep. Okay, and then we go to the other side. So I go across, and then he does something. Yep. Okay, and then I go to a hook. So mixing that up, that's not all of them, you know, obviously, but I'm giving you a good foundation to start with, okay? Start off slow, build up, making sure that you're seeing those openings, and then after you get that down and you're going a good speed, then you do the combinations behind it. Hope you guys liked it. I'll see you guys next. Go to our website, pinnaclecombatarts.com. There you can find out more about what I do and the classes that I provide. Thank you guys so much for your support, and have a great day.